or Biggie did not rap on Brooklyn Bed-Stuy corners just for the love of it for no reason. Like, he had the battle to prove himself until people were like, oh, he's nice. He's the illest person in the scene. Same for Meek Mill. When he came out of Philly, Rick Ross like, who's the illest person in Philly? Yeah. Everybody pointed to me. You know what I mean? You do it to a competitive point to get noticed. And I don't think you get this far in the game to be like, kick your feet up. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't ever do that. I think Jay intentionally stay sharp enough where people can't like fuck with him. Oh yeah, like 444 is so like I'm past beyond y'all niggas that y'all don't even understand. Like, you can't say nothing to him, like to a
it's
nigga.
Like grown man rap. Yeah, like it really is like
you so far beyond that you can't nothing. Like he already had every dart that thrown at him. He had multiple beefs, several beefs. He had the Cameron, Jim Jones. He had the Nas. He had who else? I can't remember. Kind of sort of Drake a little bit. There was some little Drake shots. Really? A little bit. Something there. What else? So, we're siding with Drake. I just like that, the kid that gets bullied and he finally stands up in class and really starts wilding out. That's what I really was like, oh shit. Don't bring a gun to class. But
don't bring a gun.
Don't bring a gun. But we could definitely shoot the fair at 3 o'clock. He shot the fair at 3 o'clock.
This is very true.
But my thing is, I know that Pusha really has like maybe Pusha, you have to realize he's a businessman, kind of entrepreneur, where Drake is like a starlet. So Pusha is actually not A&R, but he's the president of Good Music. So he's in charge of signing designer and all this other thing. So we're gonna get down to the lyrics and all that stuff. So my thing is that, he has these shoes, he's trying to be a businessman, and I believe, with him doing that, he has time to disappear and just like, I don't know if he wants to be that mainstream guy, but he's comfortable enough to, go on tour and do his own thing. Where Drake is, he's a star.
Drake is very much of a show pony.
Yeah, he's a show.
But he can actually rap, though. Like, he's not one of those show ponies that can't rap.
But my thing with Drake is that I said this a little bit earlier, just before I came in here. Drake is good at, putting it together in delivery. My thing is that the authenticity of like what's put together. Someone said on Twitter, shout out to Twitter going off this weekend. Someone said he got OVO working like a sweatshop. Which it could
in the regards of
writing, putting music together to.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Pending, because you think about it, all the people like The Weeknd was one time affiliated when he dipped off and finally. Yeah. Then you have Party Next Door, who we really don't hear much of anymore.
Nothing.
Who else? We have Baka. You had that kid Jordan or Jordan.
You're really naming people.
Yeah,
I would have been done after The Weeknd.
I listen to music. There's a few people. His production is always on point. I will say that, but it's not really a but Drake really came through and put hands and feet on boy. He got to the point where he said that you accusing me, or actually you making claims about me getting help from other artists with my pen game when I just came from over there, good music helping your boy out. So what is y'all really saying? And that's why with this thing it's kind of really different, because I look at Kanye as more of a artist than I look at him like a Beyonce, like an artist, like a star artist. I don't look at him like a Jadakiss or Fab, because if I found out Jadakiss or Fab got some shit written, I might go outside and just jump off this building. Okay. I'm lying to you, but you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because some people like...
It's a different level of artistry that you expect
from certain artists.
And not even, I guess, still artistry, yeah.
So with certain people, not even... Yes, I guess certain people in this game, just say you collab, and I think a lot of people collab, but I know that Push is hitting on you not really what you say you are. Like, just say that you getting help or whatever. Yeah. And maybe Drake is that talented that he got to help Kanye out. But
I don't know. I wish this whole conversation would stop, because I feel like in any other field that you work in of creativity, no one else is in the trenches by themselves. But literally anything else that's a creative project, like people work with other people on. So
I think it's just the rapping and lyricism, and it's a thin conversation, because with how can you compare the two? Because Drake is rapping and Push is rapping, but at what level are we expectation are we holding people accountable at?
Well, what do you mean? Like, in regard be having people
like is it like
them?
Yeah, because is there a subpar of like where we can say, oh, only these type of people could rap? Like, You know what I mean? Are you hip hop or are you rapping? You know what I mean? I guess.
See, and that's when it gets real technical because I don't even break it down like that. But like, I'm not one of those people that, and I know there is technically a difference, but I don't even see a difference between hip hop and rap. Like, to me,
but clearly there is a difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we're comparing of who can get.
So who would you? So how I understand this in my mind, I feel like Pusha's album is rap, and then Drake does hip hop. I feel like hip hop music allows you to dance to it, even with someone still rapping, as opposed to rap is just like just bars after. Like, I can't dance to Pusha T's album.
I'm not gonna make this hard to be. Name 3 artists within this category of. Damn, hip hop is so big, but I don't even want to say you know what I mean? Like, what are we saying, hip hop or rap? But 2 different artists where you think accountability of like where they would get scrutinized for not writing and writing. Those who could get away with it and those who can't get away with it.
I don't think anybody can get away with it. I think that's just the culture.
You think anybody can get away with it?
No, I think no one can get away with it. I think anybody from the highest of the ones I can think that can get away with it are the ones that don't really matter, like the Lil Uzis, like like that new crop of people. Like,
you think so?
I don't
even think they said enough for them not to.
That's my whole point. I'm like, they don't say shit anyway. So I feel like if
I'll give you mine. I think that at this point, even though Drake may be able to get away with it if he acknowledges it.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nope. People would not let Drake live that down. Ever. That is like one of the most.
But Kanye, excuse me, guys. Kanye, Drake are in that category of like they know how to make a song. Like, if so and so wrote it for them.
Well, no, I don't even think it's a.
But if you get to a level,
because we keep saying people, I think it's like those,
I mean the general public.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's those people that are so naive to what creating things are.
All right, but see, then you know what it is. I have to realize there's 2 different type of listeners, and not even trying to push you away from me, but like me and you are in 2 different categories of listenership. Yeah. Where it's just like, if I found out the Locks had like Puff was help. There we go. You can put Puff. My mic is crazy. You could put Puff, Kanye, and Drake together and like let them spit, and it'll be okay. Like, we know they ain't write that shit. It's fine. So we knew so and so helped them or tweaked it.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Because people was coming at like, and I don't want to.
I think that they have that. I think they have that stardom level of influence and popularity that it doesn't even give a fuck. That you don't even give a fuck. I think
general pop won't give a fuck. I think if you're talking to the girls at E! News, they don't care. Right. But when you bring it back to like, I hate to say the block because that sounds so 1995. When you honestly bring it back to like, like the real parts of Twitter, like people will really be like, nah, fuck out of here. Like, he didn't write that shit himself. He's a fraud. He got a ghostwriter. Like, we've seen this happen to people. But you know what? Multiple times.
And you know what? 9 times out of 10, the ones we're talking about, when it comes back to the block, they're probably 9 times out of 10 not listening to those songs.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just, and again, I think these are people.
Like, let me tell you, when I'm telling my boys, Kanye West song has never came on.
Really?
Like, you'll listen to a Kanye track, like, ride like in the car or something on the club because it gets played in the club or something like that. But when you riding around and you just like get to like chilling on the block, it doesn't get played.
Well, I mean, it gets played on my block, but we live on different blocks, so.
And that's hard to believe. Can all the Brooklyn listeners please? I would think that Fab's mixtape or album will get more likely spins in Brooklyn on your block than a Kanye West album. This is just my opinion or thought process. Like when you walking, like say when you standing on Nostrand, 5 cars pass by. What are they playing?
Oh, see, I don't know, but I wear headphones
everywhere. I don't think you hearing "Touch the Sky" or with my leather black jeans on, black skinhead or anything like that. You hearing some Nostrand shit, like some Fab or some, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I think that becomes very tricky because. I don't know, because it all depends on it's just variables.
Okay,
but to your greater point though, I don't think there's anybody in hip. I mean, honestly, maybe only Puff, and that's just because we have just known Puff to just grow into exactly who he is. Like, I don't think anybody's thinking that Puffy writes his shit. Like,
But this stuff is also public information. Like, you ever look at
it is.
We also look at how Consequence or what's the other young gentleman name? I just forgot his name. Saha the Prince are getting Grammys and stuff like that on the side. Or Common. Who do you think they're helping?
Right.
And to even say
but I'm saying, I'm not denying that it's not. It's definitely happening.
To credit that's where Drake was talking about where he aimed at Push, where he said, "You not even top 5 on your own label."
Oh, that's rude.
I do think he's top 5 though.
Yeah. No, I'm not denying that it happens. I'm saying that there is this segment of the population, which I call them Twitter niggas, that are literally just like, if you don't write it, I don't want to hear it. But again, I don't think these people have ever created anything in their life, so they don't understand how the creative process works.
Right,
if you're in a room with 20 people and I literally just tell you, oh, say this instead of that.
I said that about Drake when they said Quentin Miller was writing for him. I said, I don't give a fuck who wrote it.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm really one of those people, I don't give a fuck.
Because like, you know what?
Unless you're really rapping, unless you're really out here, like, you know.
That's the same thing. And when I learned,
really stringing me along.
When I learned that was with kind of like R&B, I guess. When I found out, I was like, it was just, I couldn't fathom how Beyonce would be on the road and perform it and then have time to go to the studio. I'm like, there's no way she has time to write this shit.
Oh yeah,
somebody has to write this. And then when I learned that, and I was listening to the process of like how Neo would come in, or all these other people. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you, but I'm just like mentally jogging my mind.
We don't have to look into his eyes today. That's totally
I'm
fine.
just thinking about things, but like Neo would go in and help. I was like, he already had the song written.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck because Neo can't deliver this shit the way she would.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's exactly how I feel about it. Like, it's like, oh, you used the recipe. I'm like, but I still made it better than your black ass.
But
like,
I think that we hold, I know, is this what it is? We hold lyricism at an authentic painting perspective.
Yeah, because the thing about R&B, like, which stands specifically for like rhythm and blues, it's just like, you just want good music and like decent blues. Like, it doesn't have to be your blues, as long as it's just like the blues.
The blues,
like,
yeah.
This is sad, or like, this is just what's happening in the world today. But like, there's this very thing, and I guess it's just like just how the origins of rap came about, where like, you're supposed to rap about exactly what happens in your life verbatim. Like, it's supposed to be narrative, as opposed to
it is supposed to be narrative
genres,
because I think that with R&B, you're using a different source of talent, so it don't really mean you're using your vocal cords.
Yeah, and not your actual brain,
not your
like,
actual
brain.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so you have.
That's not a bad point.
Yeah, so you have to. You can go in there and say, if I sing how this is written out in a different way, but when you rapping, you just basically reading or memorizing something off the paper.
Yeah.
To say that all the least, this is why hip hop is good. Now I hope it doesn't go past this.
I feel like no other genre of music is to have these conversations. Even with Katy Perry and Taylor Swift beef, people are not breaking it down like the way that rap fans break shit down.
No, what makes this really good that it's people really forget that it's a sport. It is a sport in some sense. Yeah. And I think that people be naive to think that, you know, I'm not going to say anything crazy, you know, about anybody's lyrics or whatever, but or discredit any of them.
Go ahead, say it.
No.
Go ahead, say it.
You about to make me lose my. Remember, I'm on the flight.
Say it.
What was I about to say? See, you fucking me up.
You would never come at anybody's lyrics or.
Oh, see, you fucked me up.
Oh, you're welcome.
Damn.
What a lightweight. What a lightweight. That was a softball, you know?
I was just going to say, what I know I was going to say. I was going to say we can't sleep on either one of them. That's what I was going to say. Or come at them to think that neither one of them are ready for another record. Because Drake dropped that Upset thing, and we can talk about Upset, which was it the first record was called. I think that was a baiting song.
Probably.
He dropped it, said, oh, this is my album singing, because, you know, Push didn't respond in 24 hours. So he's like, you know what, let me make this weekend about myself.
Yeah. This
nigga dropped a seven track album.
Drake did?
No.
Oh, got you. Okay.
He's like, you know, he already came out, boy, and he won with the popular vote. And that's what I think a lot of it is that Drake will always have the popularity. Oh, yeah. But when it comes down to it, it's just like, oh, if you look at it, this is a good instance right now. Jordan has the popularity right now. Like Michael Jordan of basketball. When you think basketball, you connect Michael Jordan. If you look at highlights right now, I would say that LeBron may be a better basketball player overall.
That's what I keep hearing, but you know I don't know shit about
right,
that.
Right. I'm just throwing out there for the listeners. Like, yeah. I'm not a LeBron fan at all. I mean, but I respect his game. Like, he plays like through and through, like all the way as a good basketball player. But Jordan played as a scorer. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get these ducats up. And with that being said, yeah, so
yeah, I don't have no dog in the fight, but I'm just.
It'll be interesting.
But again, sorry, that's what I was gonna say though. But we also saw Drake do this with Meek. Like, he threw Meek that softball, I think, charged up.
Yeah,
And we were all like, this is not really it. And then he came up with Back to Back, and we were all like, whoa, okay.
Well, now he tried to do it again when it's reversed. My thing is that I know that Drake probably has more records. This is clear because he said, "Don't push me when I'm in album mode," which we kind of do like album mode Drake. I just like a stand up, fight that are responsive. This is what people do.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I tweeted out yesterday. I was like, there will be casualties of war because you have to kind of expect the unexpected.
Oh, somebody got to die,
right?
Not actually die,
but you know what I'm saying. But
someone got to get someone.
I think it was least expected. It's kind of weird when you drop an album and then you doing interviews and people are kind of hinting at what you're talking about in your lyrics, and then you look like 8 hours later.